everyone, it's Kelsey here, and I just wanted to show you guys what I was doing with my Silkscreen. So I kind of figured out how to do it, and I decided to experiment, and I definitely learned a little bit. So I was going to cut this part of the video out because it's kind of embarrassing how dumb I was, but yeah, I'm going to let you guys see it. So this card was so pretty. It was yellow. That blue paint was going to work perfect, and then I realized it's too big for the it's too little for the 3x4 card. So it's got that blue paint smear all over it. So I don't know why I didn't think of that before, that I was going to need to mask it off, but for whatever reason I didn't think of it. So I had to kind of start over and think about what else I wanted to do. So there is a lot of cleaning up in between shots, so I should have cut that out, but I just kind of sped through it because I just wanted to show you guys my technique and kind of what I learned. So and I'm just using a baby wipe to clean up and a paper towel, but this is what I figured out, and I was trying to be really careful, and it still, once you get messy, it's hard to keep the card pristine, I should say, because your hands have a little bit of paint on them, or the card just shifts a little bit and you get a mess everywhere. So this was my second attempt, and it did come out a lot better, except I realized if you don't get enough paint through there, you're actually scraping off the letters. So actually, you can see there kind of with the hello, the H in that letter, it actually like scraped the paper off instead of spreading paint over the hello. And I'm not really quite sure why it did that, just because I did have paint over it. So here we go. Third time's the charm, right? So this time I decided I would be smart and mask it off, because I figured that would just be the easiest way to kind of, you know, it's not going to be quicker, but it's going to be easier as far as doing the paint part goes. So this is some washi tape that I got in a swap a really long time ago and never liked it. So that's kind of the washi tape I use for these projects. And you only really have to tape off 3 sides, because if you're careful you don't get it on the bottom. And then you just have to be careful pulling it up. But it does leave a nice crisp line, and I really like that. And I have to admit, even with all the trouble that I had with the Silkscreens at first and the learning curve that I had, I thought they were really fun, and I really love the style. It adds a little bit of texture to your card. The paint is raised up just a little bit, so I thought that was awesome, and it's really hard to capture that on video, but in real life you can see it a lot better. So this time I thought what I would do is mask off some of the words, which I had mixed feelings about this. First of all, it took forever to mask it off. I mean, you're seeing this at 4 times the speed, and it's still taking a while. So that's really the only thing I didn't like about this particular Silkscreen, is that it's really hard to use the words. They're not typed in a straight line. Since they're so cursive-y, they're kind of all over the place. And they, like, the Y kind of dips down into the next word, so it's just harder to mask stuff off if that's what you want to do, which is what I wanted to do. And like I said, it came out alright, but it just took way too much time. So, and again, you can see I didn't get enough paint, so it scraped off the paper, or the cardstock. So I think that would work better if I had used enough paint. And cleaning them was not too bad, but you can definitely tell the sticky is wearing off quicker than I would want it to. But it's not such a big deal on that one, because like I said, even though I like all the words, I just wish there was fewer of them on there. So I also tried this gold acrylic paint. I just got this at Walmart, and it is a lot thinner than the Studio Calico Color Theory paint, but it actually worked really, really well, and it left a little bit less texture than the Color Theory paint. But honestly, I have to say, I really liked working with it, and it was a lot easier to work with, and it was easier to clean up. And obviously, as a bonus, it was a lot cheaper. The Studio Calico paints are, I think, $3 a piece, and obviously you can get paint at Walmart or Michael's for 50 cents to $1.50, and you get a lot more. I mean, I used up almost probably a quarter of the blue paint just doing what I did there. So that is going to wrap this video up. So let me know what successes and failures you've had with the silk screens in the comment section below. And let me know if you even liked them or if you just don't really like this technique. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I've got some other videos here if you're interested in clicking on any of those and watching those. And as always, if you would please hit that subscribe button, I really appreciate it. Have a great day.